Hello and welcome to my latest video. My name is Sarah and this is Emmy. And today I have something very exciting to tell you, which is that the lake is finally frozen again and I'm a figure skater. I made this dress and this dress. And also this dress. This one is actually my favorite, despite it not being sparkly at all. Being a figure skater and a sewist, I made all three of these dresses from this pattern. You may recognize it from some of my other videos, it is my favorite. But a couple of months ago, I found this vintage skating pattern at a secondhand craft shop, and I knew I just had to buy it. No barking. So I used that pattern to make this dress. Let's get to sewing! Starting off well here by actually reading the instructions. This pattern is from 1965. Groovy! Aren't you proud of me for reading the instructions? I'm going to make view 1. I carefully opened the pattern pieces before getting out my new pattern tracing paper, since this pattern has a junior's bust size of 30.5 inches, and I am not. I added half an inch to all seams. I made a mock-up. I think I'm going to lengthen it just a little bit. A little short. I trimmed 1/4 inch off of my added ½ inch for a total of 1/4 inches. I also lengthened the torso by 2 inches, which is common for me in modern patterns, so yay for consistency. I got this fabric at a secondhand craft store. It seems to be wool-like, but we'll never know for sure. I grabbed my handy-dandy finger slicer. I went really slowly, almost like I'm afraid of slicing more fingers. I've been watching more experienced sewist videos recently and wanted to try and use the best techniques, so I marked the darts with tailor's chalk and thread marked the waistline. After sewing and ironing the darts, I pinned up the sides, trying to get the plaid to match, mostly successfully. I'm having a little bit of a pin problem because most of them are still in the bottom of that, which doesn't have trim in the back, so pins are all what's holding the hem up. Good afternoon! This morning I took pictures of the Elsa costume I made last winter because I didn't get great pictures because the ice started melting the day after, so it wasn't like I could go back and take more. I didn't really want to risk falling through the ice, but so I took new pictures today and I thought I'd just leave the makeup on because, you know, drama. I'm gonna put the costume back on this and then get started sewing on that lump. I got all of the pieces pinned together, I just didn't feel like sewing them last night. A good sewist irons every seam, or almost every seam. I removed the waistline. I stitched the back seam until the zipper dot and switched to long basting stitches for the rest of it. This is not my favorite way to install a zipper, but I was following the instructions. Press the basted seam allowance open and pin in the zipper on top. Pin in place and then remember that you were supposed to do the neck facing first, so do that instead, after some troubleshooting. Much better. Back to the zipper, which I basted in first. Change to a zipper foot. And sewed down either side while paying special attention to not sew through the whole dress. Whoops. I folded the facing over and carefully tacked it down. Look, instructions! Good morning, everyone. Back to work on the skating dress today. I think I'm going to adjust this part with a little bit oddly lumpy, so I'm going to fix that. And then it's on to the sleeves and the hem, and then I'll be done. I did a sleeve mock-up which fit perfectly. No adjustments needed. As usual, my pattern weights are whatever is available. I marked the elbow darts, which was a new one for me since all of my skating dresses have been from stretch fabric. I stitched the darts and the sleeves closed before remembering that I had to sew on trim first. Maybe I should have read the instructions more carefully. Look at my little machine shake. I'm working on getting a less plastic machine running. I found a sleeve press board at a secondhand craft shop, and it's quite useful. Neighbors are fun. Back to the trim, I cut 2-inch wide bias strips and grabbed my garage sale bias tape maker. You don't need one, but it sure is fun. I thought the orange trim would bring out the orange in the plaid. More on bias tape hemming later. I pinned in the sleeves to the sleeve head and stitched. I added single fold bias tape to the outside of the skirt, and also the decorative bias tape, before folding and ironing back the black bias tape to enclose the raw edges. Drop it. I hand stitched this down with a nearly invisible stitch. I finished the dress and I made a cute little hat to go with it. But I'm looking at the shorts. I did have to make a bunch of pattern modifications to get this junior's size dress to actually fit me. There's just no way that I'm gonna get a junior sized pair of shorts to fit me, so I'm gonna skip that part. I just wanted to give you an update on the vintage skating dress project. The day after I finished the dress, which was like 2 weeks ago, it rained 2 inches and then snowed 5 inches and then everything froze and then everything like halfway melted. So currently I don't have a rink. I have a slush puddle. But I'm hoping it'll freeze soon and I'll be able to actually film the rest of the video. Who did it better, me or Emmy? Like and subscribe! lot of cracks in the ice. I'm a little worried. No, it's not annoying at all. Really hope you can't hear that. At least this one has long sleeves.